Hi everyone, it's Hamza Sandra. So I thought I would address the Essena O'Neill quitting social media thing as well. And I'm trying to do my camera here. Doing YouTube capture again. Um, I've been like kind of watching some of the other YouTube videos and people expressing their opinions about it. And I kind of have my own opinions about it too, because I know that all social media, as far as like Instagram and stuff like that, Insta models and stuff like that, it's not real, because I actually come from a background where I actually have worked in the fashion industry. I've worked as a freelance makeup artist when I actually lived in Texas. Not lived in Austin, but I actually lived in Texas before I moved up here to Washington State. So I've worked in the fashion industry myself, so I know what is real and what's not real when it comes to the whole Instagram thing and product placement. And being around YouTube for a long time, especially knowing like all of the old YouTube gurus and how I've watched them grow over time and how kind of YouTube has evolved, because I actually have another channel that I don't post on anymore because I've totally switched gears on my focus of how I want to present myself. It's I find it kind of interesting that, I understand where she's coming from. I don't even know who she was until this kind of went viral in the media. I had no clue who she was. Apparently she's kind of this huge Instagram model, and apparently she's very well known in the vegan community, etc., etc. But I've seen the two side of the coin. If you want to quit social media, that's awesome. If you want to make it as a movement as far as quitting social media and try to do something with it and want to use that as a platform, I kind of get where she's coming from and using it as a platform. And I see it for some people, it's like, well, she was very smart because it's almost like a business decision that she did, because Elle magazine has picked it up and a few other, and it went so viral. She's more known now than when she was an Instagram model. So that's where I find it very, very interesting. I think there's a lot of truth in that. In my opinion, at least, there's a lot of truth in that. So the other thing is, if you feel that social media has ruined your life in such an intensity that she has spoken of, and, I'm a firm believer, if this is how you feel, then you should just remove yourself entirely. Don't create another website. Just remove yourself entirely away from that toxicity. Because I'm a firm believer that if something is creating toxicity in your life, then completely remove yourself away from it, because you don't need that toxicity in your life. So has she created more toxicity because she's created this new platform, or is it a positive direction? So it's kind of a double-edged sword, I guess, is the point that I'm trying to make. So I guess that's my thoughts about it, because here's something that has created such a problem for you and was so negative for you. And yes, it is something that has kind of created a positive movement as well, and people now know so much more of you. Was it a smart business decision? Was it, some people are calling her fake, But if you wanted to remove yourself completely away from social media, then why go on to a different platform completely? So those are kind of like my thoughts, because yes, social media can be completely, I have seen where people get so involved into social media that social media is completely their life. I mean, that is probably the number one addiction that we all have, is social media. Even myself, first thing I do is I flip on Facebook to see how the world is going on and how my friends are doing. And, I check on social media myself. I believe that is a number one addiction that the world has, themselves. So there's times I remove the app off of my phone. I'm like, damn, I've been on social media a little bit too much. Am I relying on social media to connect with my fellow friends instead of picking up the phone and saying hi, hello? Because I'm not really a phone person myself. I'm kind of a text messagey type person too. I'm not one to talk on the phone. So I do rely upon social media to connect with my friends. I'll be the first one to admit it. And I also rely upon social media along with here I'm talking to you on YouTube, and I also have a website, hamsa808.com. So I rely upon social media to promote myself and who I am. So yes, I rely upon social media. I have Etsy store, so I have to rely upon social media to let the world know who the heck I am. But I don't care if I get subscribers. I'm not sitting there saying, hey, please subscribe to me. If I get views, so be it. The universe is going to provide what it needs to provide. I'm not about, okay, how many likes I get and how much I get and this and that. I really don't care, because the message is going to get to who it needs to get to. And that's how I come across when it comes to social media. Because my life is not consumed by how many likes I get, how much of this and that, because I know better. Because it's just social media. I mean, my life doesn't evolve around social media, because I know that, hey, somebody sees it, great, awesome. That's just, yay, somebody's seen it, great, awesome. But my life doesn't evolve around that social media. But for some people, that's their whole entire world. And yes, I'm aware that for some people like YouTube and stuff like that, that is their job. I get that and I understand it. And yes, those likes and those views and stuff like that, that is completely their job, and I can understand that and I can respect that. But, when we're off of this video, we have real lives. Our lives, we put on our pants just like anybody else. So I don't know. I'm kind of rambling on this video, so I kind of get the whole point of everything, but I don't know. It's just this whole Essena thing is kind of, sometimes I just want to restart this video to re-express how I'm feeling about this whole thing. So, but I'm not going to restart the video to express how I'm feeling, because it's that would be not real life, right? So, but that's another thing about social media, because sometimes us YouTubers we stop the video and re-edit our own videos because we're expressing how we're feeling, and then we have to stop the video because we didn't express what we wanted to express. But I'm not going to do that, because I have done that in the past. I'm I didn't get out what I wanted to say. I screwed up what I wanted to say, so I'm going to stop the video and restart what I'm going to express what I want to say. But I'm not going to do that this time around, because this is real life. But the whole Essena O'Neill thing, it's I see where she's coming from, but if she really wanted to totally stop social media, she just would have disappeared off of the grid, and nobody would know who she is. But now the whole entire world knows who she is, and she's started this whole movement. Oh, I'm so brave, and I'm going to go on. But you know what? She's more on the grid now than she was before. And I give her props for wanting to expose what social media is, because I do understand that there is the younger generation that is all about views and likes and stuff like that, and doesn't quite grasp what the reality is, maybe. So I can give her kind of props on that, because she is young, and I'm sorry, but this younger generation has been basically given and I'm using this as a term, but basically been given a tablet or iPhone and they've lived in this electronical digital age of digital media, and their life has been just completely evolved around likes and views and YouTube and Instagram and Tumblr and Vines and whatever other social media that is out there. And it's all about that that interaction and not real life, they don't look up. You know, as older generations, we have looked up in the past. I'm 44 years old, almost 45 years old, and I know what it is to look up. You know, I grew up in the 70s and the 80s, and, you know, we were outside. We were those free-range children, you know? You know, we didn't have seatbelts, you know, in the car, you know? We were a different generation, and, you know, we went outside and played, and this generation's so different. So maybe that's just what it is. I don't know. But I think our reality has been so skewed. So my views about the Essena O'Neill thing is just very interesting, but I kind of agree with a lot of some of what the YouTubers have been saying, and yeah. So, but my personal belief is she really wanted to just completely, like, go away from social media. She would have just disappeared completely. But she's doing what she's doing. Smart business decision, maybe so. Is she making a movement? Great and awesome. She's more well known now than what she was before, because I had no clue who she was before. Now I know who she is. So bravo to her. Hand clap, because I'm holding the phone with the other hand, so hand clap. But yeah. But for anybody that is watching this, because I don't have a lot of just subscribers, which is awesome. When I get subscribers, that's awesome. If I get likes, that's awesome. If I don't get likes, that's awesome. I don't care either way, because the universe is going to bless me either way. But the message will get across to whoever is watching the video. That's awesome. Yeah. So I just wish everybody peace and love and happiness, because whoever's watching this, understand that what you see in the digital world, pictures, social media, fashion magazines, anything that you see in digital print, photography, anything that is out there in the world, movies, digital, anything is not completely 100% true. Even what you see right now with me. You see me sitting here talking to you, but do you know that I'm sitting here with a blanket on me? That my dog is over there? So you're only seeing one facet of who I am. And I'm all about being authentic self. So, anyways. So, I wish everybody peace, love, and happiness, and I hope you guys get the understanding of the message I was trying to get across. So, I just wish everyone love. Alright. Bye, you guys.